All right, so we are 8 weeks post-op from my tricep rupture surgery, and it's going really well. The BPC 157 and TB500 have been doing really well with the growth hormone. I've been in training for already, I would say, I started 2 weeks after surgery, pretty much. So 6 weeks I've been in the gym already. And right now I'm already curling 35-pound dumbbells. I've been doing I'm doing, 30-pound side laterals, so I'm training, but the only issues I'm still having is with the elbow, pressing movements. Can't really do them yet. Feels like I have a cramp in there or a bruise still. The elbow is still inflamed some. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. So any kind of chest movements, aren't really happening. Shoulder presses, no go, none of that shit. I've been slowly doing Smith machine. I could probably do, 135 on the Smith, or, I've been doing, machine presses a little bit to 100, 130 pounds at the most. I can do flies. I can do machine flies pretty well. I can do 220 on that. That's fine. But any kind of real pressing movements are still a no-go. So I'm still assuming, 2 to 4 weeks from now, I could probably improve on that. Every week seems to be getting better, but my everyday function is superb. Washing myself, daily activities, opening car doors, groceries, driving, all that's solid. But the only issue I have is just that part of the training. And once in a while, when I'm trying to put on a jacket or a sweater or button up a shirt, it kind of feels like the knuckles are cracking in the elbow. So that's the one big observation I could say I'm receiving. I can say if I try doing tricep movements, it's a big cramp. It's not comfortable at all. So I'm fighting through that. But those are the main things I'm still dealing with. But I'm still way ahead of schedule, I believe. I shouldn't have been touching a weight for 6 months after surgery, and it's already been 2 months, and I'm training pretty much. I would say 60 to 70% of everything I was doing before the injury. Nutrition's are okay. I would say I'm 240 again, not in the best of shape, but it's coming back. I would say that 2 to 3 weeks after surgery, I gained a lot of weight, so my lower back was always hurting after training or trying to do something active, especially cardio. Cardio was a bitch because my lower back started burning because all the extra water and inflammation was in my body. So cardio is very uncomfortable, but that has completely subsided. So I'm easily doing my 45, 50 minutes in the morning nowadays again. So that's a relief. So now I can get the cardio ramping up again. But it's been a trying 8 weeks, I would say. Every week was a success. Achievements were made, and I was just stoked that I got through each workout safely. Leg days have been maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but they're not. I would say I'm implementing a new stress-free protocol with training legs, try to see if they'll get bigger. Don't focus too much on the weight, because if you, Ben Populski did a podcast of this about how he trained and made his legs huge. And one thing he touched on was making the cortisol levels really low during the training, and that required not mentally scaring yourself for like crazy heavy weight. So I understood that as dropping the weight so that mentally already, I can do that. That's easy. I've done way more than that. So going into the set, your stress level is 0 because you have nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. But when you're doing the reps is when you slow it down. You can rest a little bit less in between sets, and you get the whole exercise done. And the pumps I've been getting are pretty fucking nuts, and I like it. So, and I'm not getting any aches and pains in my legs. I'm doing it 3 times a week, but it's a whole different array of exercises each workout. So I'm doing some Smith, I'm doing some wide stance squats, some free bar squats, rest pause reps, even with my Smith machine, with my leg presses. So I'll take the whole leg press past my ears pretty much and get that stretch in my fascia and my quads. So yeah, just trying to do a stress a low stress kind of leg workout every single time so that I can see them growing. And my pumps have been nuts. I mean, my legs, I feel I've been gotten a lot more fuller since I've been implementing this for the last few weeks. But other than that, that's the status of my 8-week check-in here. If any of you going through the same or have gone through the same injury, if you can, make a comment below and see if what I'm experiencing is what you experience or are experiencing, so we can learn from each other and share recovery methods. I would love to hear back from some of you that went through this and just letting me know, yeah, you're feeling the right shit. You know, that's the cramp in the elbow. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like, you know, got hit in the funny bone. It doesn't feel like it's all there. Because, yeah, it doesn't feel all there yet, you know. I mean, I visited my surgeon yesterday. He said, yeah, it's locked in there. It's good. But it's still getting used to the new location, and I kind of have to retrain it to function correctly. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's my 8-week post check-in for my tricep tendon rupture. I'll check in again, hopefully in the next week or two, give you guys a status, and maybe my 10-week check-in. And I wish you guys all the best if you're going through this, or if you are going through it and it just happened and you're watching this years down the line, I'm wishing the best for you. And if you need to ask me a question, please feel free to comment below, send me a message, whatever. I'll give you my 2 cents and my input on how to get through this stage of your recovery. All right, guys? Later.